Hi everyone and welcome back to some Black Ops Cold War. This is just a random gameplay I got while leveling the Milano. I was playing some hardcore domination and I thought, you know what, it's about time actually to talk about the bad things in Black Ops Cold War. I know I tend to upload positive videos about this game, but that doesn't mean that there's stuff in here that I absolutely hate, and I simply think some stuff needs some changes. So let's jump into it, right? The first thing that I want to address are the bugs that occur only on PC. That was so weird once Raid and the Pines came out. PC players weren't able to play that for at least a whole day, right? And it feels so bad, to be honest, because we, the PC community, we were the ones who bought your first game. We were the ones, right? Call of Duty 1 on PC was a game that changed a lot for us PC players back then. Keep in mind, around the same time there were other good campaign shooters, especially World War II shooters like Medal of Honor and stuff like that, that really were great, right? And we didn't think about multiplayer that much outside of Counter-Strike, but once COD 4 dropped, the first Modern Warfare, that was like the explosion of the console, right? That's when people were getting into the multiplayer on console and stuff. But in the early days of COD, we, the PC community, were the ones who were buying the game and speaking about it among friends, like spreading the word, mouth-to-mouth propaganda, right? Just saying, hey, listen, this game is cool, man. If you like some shooters, why not check this out, right? So that felt really harsh. And it doesn't stop there, right? At the moment, the theater mode is absolutely bugged as well. I've talked to some console players, they experienced that as well, so this is a nice segue into bugs that happen on all systems. The game is a month old now, a little bit more actually, and some of these bugs need fixes rather soon than late, honestly. So theater mode is bugged, which annoys the hell out of me because I had a 27 gun streak lately and I wanted to record the POV in theater mode because I wasn't recording back then, and I just can't, right? And the game will be gone because I will keep on playing at at least at the LAN, right? I don't know how much I will be playing beforehand, but there will be 3 or 4 days where we will play this game excessively again, and that gameplay will be lost. Fittingly, it was on Raid once we were actually able to play it. But yeah, that leads me to another bug, actually, reminding me from that gameplay. The harp in hardcore is absolutely bugged as well. You call it in, you get a kill, it's gone. You die, it's gone. Sometimes, randomly, it's gone. And we tried a whole bunch of things. We tried to call in UAVs, like when we were playing in a party of 2 or 3, we said to one guy, save up your UAV, and once the harp is up, call it in. Sometimes that helped for a little bit, most of the time it didn't do much. So the harp is absolutely bugged in hardcore, which is why I'm running around with a war machine and an attack chopper, because I thought it doesn't matter if I get the harp, right? And it especially was nerve-wracking in free-for-all. If you're going on a 12 gun streak in free-for-all, call in your harp, and then it's gone after you kill someone or you die. That is massively annoying. So yeah, that happens over all systems, as I said. The same goes for the diamond or gold unlock camos. They are bugged as well. I had it happen to me with the snipers, where I had to wait for like 3 or 4 days until diamond was unlocked. I had issues on assault rifles with gold camo, where it unlocks during the game, but once I was out, or once the round was over and I was checking my gun, I had 3 camos, 1 from the top. And I was like, what the hell is going on, right? So that's honestly, that is really, really annoying. Same goes for the cut points bug that happened to a lot of people actually. And over all platforms again, like I am one of these guys. I have negative cut points. I do not know why. I really don't. And I was asking Activision support, hey guys, what should we do, or is there a fix for that coming, or what's going on? They posted something like, hey, you just need to log into Warzone and back into multiplayer, and you are good. And I was like, guys, what if you don't have the disk space, for example, to install Warzone? What if you do not give a shit about Warzone like I do? I would just want to play multiplayer, right? That's all I want to do. And nothing happened. So that brings up another point. Activision support is probably under a lot of fire. I understand that. I know it's probably a relatively stressful time for you guys, with a lot of people asking for help and stuff, but at least give us a word, for crying out loud. I mean, I've played a lot of games where I had to call in to the support, like just make a ticket or make an email or something, and never was it worse for me than it is here in Black Ops Cold War at the moment, honestly. So yeah, I think that's a bit of a problem. And yeah, I mean, all I wanted was just a reaction of like, yeah, okay, we acknowledge that, and we are working on something, but all we had was this post, or this tweet actually, like, yeah, just log into Warzone. Mate, as I said, some people, I know this is the thing that is a minority, like, a lot of people really like Warzone and stuff, but for people like me who just don't give a shit about this thing, it is rather annoying. So yeah, that's a little bit bad. Now let's go a bit into game stuff, more specific stuff. Guys, the maps, it is a problem for me, honestly. There are not many launch maps that I actually like, and there's probably only one or two that I really enjoy, which is Moscow, right? Moscow, I think, is a very good map, and other maps only work in certain modes. So that's a bit of a bummer, honestly. When Nuketown came back, I'm exhausted of Nuketown. I don't want to play it anymore, honestly. We had it in every single Black Ops game, and rather than bringing back Nuketown, I was glad to see Raid come back, because the 27 gun streak I had, as I said, was on Raid. You know why? Raid has a proper map flow. It works, the map just works. So 8 years ago, maps were designed for this kind of gameplay, right? Obviously the streak was in domination, so just saying. But yeah, I mean, as I said, a lot of the maps don't flow. Crossroads Strike here, where I'm playing now, I learned to enjoy this a little bit over time, since I had a couple of good games on here, and I understand the map. I do understand the other maps as well. I just think the flow isn't really there like it should be, right? Another thing that I really do not like is the score streak system, and what's even worse is how the score is distributed, right? If you look at the scoreboard at the end of the match, you see people with over 10,000 score that played nothing on the objective. They just were back in their spawn, camping hard, getting a 10 gun streak, a 15 gun streak, and they have more points than you that was dying on B flag to help your team get the win. And I feel that's really bad. Like, I want the score streak system from Black Ops 2, where the more you do on the objective, the faster your kill streak is ready. You could get a VSAT with a couple of capture kills on B, right? And that was fun because you were rewarded for playing the objective. I don't feel this way here in Black Ops Cold War, right? The most score I got was over 20,000 when I got my 27 gun streak. The scoreboard was representative in that game because I was holding down B flag on Raid, right? I was playing the objective, but that's not how most of the matches, or how the score is distributed in most of the matches. And I feel like that gives such a heavy focus on going on streaks rather than play the objective, right? It's, as I said, everything I call out today is personal opinion, and I do know that people like different stuff. That's okay. I'm just here to tell you my opinion and what I see, what I feel. So yeah, some of you might can identify with some stuff I'm saying. Others feel like your complaints are like ridiculous. Why do you even bother, or why do you even care about that or this? And that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Now the last point that I'm getting to is of course skill-based matchmaking. I honestly, this is a topic I hate to talk about. I hate to experience it. And I hear you. A lot of you think, oh, mate, you went on a 27 gun streak with skill-based matchmaking. What are you complaining about? Yeah, you know what? Exactly that. It took me ages to go on a good streak, and it took a Black Ops 2 map to get me there, right? It took a map that I love, and that's just not how it should be, right? Yes, I went on a 19 gun streak with the Pellington on Checkmate, and that's a good map, a good-ish map as well, if you ask me. But yeah, I mean, skill-based matchmaking just makes every single game feel like you have to give it your all, right? You are expected to carry, or you are expected to fail. So yeah, those are the points that I wanted to make. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.